Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today, a couple of stretches, literally. Something to be done in a quick 10 minutes. You want to get in the habit of taking care of your body every day. You don't have to work out every day, but you should do something to take care of your body every day. And this is just quick. We're going to do some pumps with a twist, and we're going to do some pigeons, and go from there. So pumps start in a push-up position. Hands and feet don't move after that. I'm just going to push my hips up towards the ceiling, dropping my shoulders, armpits towards my toes. I'm up on my toes, and I'm going to let the feet flatten out. Just drop the heels towards the floor. If they touch the floor, great. If they don't, it's okay. That's yours. You own it. And you can pedal around in here and stretch, stretch, stretch. But really work on this aspect. The chest coming down towards the feet. Okay? Upward facing dog. Just the other half of the pump. Look up over your head. Pull your shoulders back. Squeeze your glutes. I'm on my toes and my hands. Nothing else touching the floor. Nothing. Let's come back up. Let's add in a twist. So we come up, hips high, sink into the heels. Right? Now let's reach back. Grab calf or ankle and look under your arm. Peekaboo. Nice little twist. Reset the hand, come the other way. And take a peek up under that armpit. And then back to upward facing dog. And we'll add a twist here. Right, so squeezing the glutes. I'm going to turn and look over one shoulder, and that drops the opposite hip. And here, look over my left shoulder, drops the right hip, so I can squeeze the glute a little bit harder and get a little further into the stretch to the front of the hip here, right? So we can come up, we can come over the shoulders. And how many of these do you need to do? I don't know. We're going to spend a minute or two. And just kind of feel your way through. Now from here, from this downward dog position, this is a common yoga thing. We're just going to come up. I'm going to bring my right foot up. I'm going to set my right knee just behind my right arm, right hand. And my foot is turned sideways. So that's kind of my basic position. Some people think that this should be 90 degrees. Don't go there if your knee doesn't want to move. It's not, yoga's not meant to hurt you. So I've got this orientation. Back foot, I'm just going to relax that down behind me. And I'm going to try and get this butt cheek on the floor. Now, before I knew what pigeon was, we called this a can opener. And you just kind of push down, push. I'm just loosening up that hip. And you can probably feel all kinds of weird stuff. You may feel different things than I'm feeling, but generally speaking, you're going to feel a lot of stretching through the inside of the hip. And you're rocking, you're rocking, you're rocking. And you feel like you've gotten some good movement there. Back up, switch sides. So we used to call these the can opener. Now, if the knee's at a right angle and your knee hurts, decrease the angle. Most of us are not going to have our foot way up now, so we've known this for a long time. And there should be no deep pain happening in the knee. Good deep stretch in the hip, the thigh, the waist maybe. Your stretch is going to feel different than mine. So we're just kind of doing this beginner pigeon or can opener, we used to call these. You might want to try and bring that knee out and just sink a little bit deeper. This doesn't create any bad pain in your knee. You're good. Okay, so I'm going to kind of reset. Maybe do a nice down dog, into an up dog. I'm going to come back up with my right leg and bring it back into that same position. From here, I'm going to try and sit. Now, if you can't sit, put a block or a pillow under the sits bones and try to find a way to relax here. Now, this would be a basic pigeon, humble, which I love. You put the hands behind, you interlace your fingers, and then straighten. And just pulls the shoulders back and down. Tip your eyes up, and just breathe there. Now, do you need the yoga block? Not necessarily. A bolster could work. A rolled up towel. Do you need anything there if your butt can't touch the floor? Depends on how you ask. But there's nothing wrong with being able to actually relax all the way down into that stretch, even if it's not as deep as somebody else can do it. In other words, if they get their butt on the floor, like this side's much closer. You know, I got something going on in my abs. It's no biggie. Prop that up and relax into it. I'm going to come to this kind of upright position here. And this is feeling a bit more uncomfortable on this side, even though my butt's closer to the floor. But, you know, bolster, pillow, rolled up towel, so that you can just relax. You just want to let it all relax. And pull the shoulders back. How long you hang out in these positions? I don't know. Longer is better. The trick is, as you're in these positions, try to find diaphragmatic breathing. In other words, in through your nose, fill the belly, and then exhale through the mouth. And as you relax through that breath, you may deepen your stretch. Okay? So, let's take things a step further. I'm going to switch sides again. Come in. Drop that down. There's a huge difference left to right. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay our chest down to the floor. Or try to. And again, putting a big pillow under here, you know, couch cushion or some such, would be beneficial so that you could completely relax. And then breathe. This is time for you, time to, you know, just kind of feel what's going on with your body. The imbalances, tightnesses, the looseness. Switch sides again. Hips way up, shoulders drop towards the toes, sinking those heels. And if you feel like you want to hit another upward dog, kind of reset the body, nothing wrong with that. Bring it all the way up, left leg this time. Sit the block under my butt. And then we're going to again go chest towards the floor. My understanding is this is dead pigeon. Don't really like the name, but so here the stretch changes again. And just breathing through. I just had a weird release in my ribs. How can you have a release in your ribs, Steve? There's muscles between those ribs, and you get locked up, they get locked up. It's like anything else. So there's a variation of pigeon where we get here and we're sitting and we would reach up. And that's fine. They believe this is called king pigeon. I like the humble pigeon. I like this. I think for most of our shoulder problems, this is much more appropriate. Elbow problems, you know, this is going to help with the mobility issues in the shoulder. Don't be afraid to give your head some gentle turns while you're here. Now we're going to switch sides. Now, why did I switch at that moment? Was it time? Have we got a timer going? No. I was just feeling some uncomfortable, almost cramping in my QL. So the QL is the And this muscle between the ribs and the hips and the back of your body here in the flank. And I was just feeling a little cramp right about here. So, where was I? Coming this way. Drop the block in. Yeah, let's try this again. More comfortable on this side. So, pigeon, pumps, simple combo. Spend 5 to 10 minutes breathing and kind of working through your tightness. These are great stretches to loosen up the hips, the back, and the shoulders. And of course, everything's attached to the hips and the shoulders. So getting looser there is going to help you with everything. So give them a try. Let me know if you got questions, but practice. That video is 11 minutes. That means you can do these in less than 10. Enjoy.